All right, I got the little red indicator, so I believe we are live. That means live for me, and that's right. I am your host with the most, Ernest Silva. It is my birthday. That is right. It's the birthday stream. I'm excited to be going live already tonight. We got some NBA draft lottery show reactions coming up. We're hoping to have the live feed. That's currently a work in progress, a whole story we'll get into. But again, your host, Ernest Silva at the Sport Genius, where you can find me. The birthday stream, we're doing it. We're going to have some fun, 30 minutes of fun with you guys until we go on. We're going to play some COD. Maybe Jordan and I are going to end up playing some COD together tonight. Maybe.
Maybe.
But we're really excited. 31 has never looked so good on anybody, I really hope. And yep, this is what we're talking about tonight. My birthday gift from the Houston Rockets, hopefully, is the number one pick of the NBA draft lottery. But let's do some introductions for people here on the screen. First off, I introduce to you Just Luke from the Puckleheads podcast. What's up, Just Luke?
Well, as you can see, Ernest, moving is difficult. It's super difficult. I'm trying to get as much shit as I can possibly get packed away without actually packing stuff that I actually need to be put away. And I'm trying to separate dogs to make sure they don't get at each other. So it's just been a wonderful day here at the Hardto household, bud. Happy birthday. Glad to be on. Can't wait to talk a little bit of sports with you today.
I absolutely am ecstatic. And for all of everybody joining us, we got a large audience. Stick around. We're giving away an NBA jersey of your choice for my birthday, courtesy of Blue Collar Media Group. That is right. BlueCollarMG.com is where you can find it, but an NBA jersey of your choice. If you want to enter for that giveaway tonight, and what could be a couple of surprise giveaways, monetary amounts like Amazon gift cards, all you have to do is put hashtag BCMG in the comments. A hashtag BCMG gets you in. Or if you want to donate to our awesome channel on ITL, the PayPal account's at the bottom scroll. That's right, at E10 Silva. The birthday donation is live, so if you donate there, you get a couple entries depending on the amount, and we'll go over that here in just a second. But the other man on your screen is Jordan Lowell TV. That's his Twitch handle. What's up, Jordan?
How's it going, guys? How's it going? It's a pleasure to be here. First time on your show. First time with the podcast team here. Overall, glad to be here for your 31st birthday. Let's go.
Hey, thanks, man. Really glad to have you on. As you know, if you haven't seen the show, you don't know. We always feature a streamer every week, and this week is Jordan Lowell TV, one of the BCMG stream team's finest. One of the guys that gets those kills. We have a clip for you. We're going to show in just a bit on how awesome he is. But yes, tonight's stream is going to be a short one, guys. It's just to celebrate my 31st birthday. I'm going to say it over and over again because it's my birthday stream, and I'm very excited about it. But I am excited to be in the San Antonio studio, featured from Blue Collar Media Group, my fantastic sponsor. And so, shout out to the stream team and all of its members. We're excited to bring the live action. Frank Labuda, Spurs, great supporter of the show. Spurs number one pick is what he's hoping for tonight. You never know what's going to happen. These crazy things happen. And for me, you already know where I'm at. I'm at H-Town all the way, hoping the Rockets land Cade. That's what I'm hoping for. Londo, that's Mendoza right there. Happy birthday, bro. I appreciate you, man. Shout out. Thanks for supporting. And the newest member of the BCMG Gaming Squad coming out, TC. What's up, TC? Glad you're on here, and appreciate the love. Really appreciate the love. So let's talk shop, guys. Let's start off with Jordan. All right, and Jordan, you come to us. You're joining the BCMG family. You've been with us since the beginning. You joined us in January, and it really kicked off everything. So again, a very late welcome. But how do you like the stream team so far? How has it suited you?
So far, after starting off a streaming career, not a really career, that's more of like a side hobby. It started off as a simple hobby. It's turning into a growing community. I merged with BCMG by a whim. I got a message from Ernest. I was like, this is awesome. A lot of opportunity there, a lot of mutual interest between sports, gaming, and for this newly found streaming sector, it was an ideal place for me to start growing. And we've seen nothing but good numbers so far. And I can't wait to see what other things have in store for the BCMG stream team.
So this crazy guy approaches you and says, "Hey, we're trying to put together this new stream team, and we got all these different streamers who do all these different things. Maybe we're crazy for bringing you in, but what made you say yes? What drove the yes button instead of the no button?
The biggest yes button had to be I skimmed through the podcast and I was like, this is it's pretty good. This is a great thing going, and I want to see it take off, and I want to be a part of that when sooner or later I want to see this big old Stream Team banner come up across some hopefully some bigger Twitch channels. And sports wise, I am a pretty big sports enthusiast. I'm not super diehard in statistics and stuff, but I'm actually able to learn from you guys. So that part was also a big thing for me, being able to see some content that I haven't seen before, some content that I'm foreign to, and overall getting support from the entire BCMG teams between sports and sports gambling, sports in general, and now gaming.
So, what is your forte? Now, when I watch you, you're always watching, or you're always playing Call of Duty. Like that is the game that you're like the master at. We're gonna show a clip in just a second. I'm a little distracted because my favorite player in the whole wide world, Akeem Olajuwon, is talking right now on the draft lottery, so it's really tough to concentrate. But talk to people. What is your game? What is your forte? If people come to watch you, they're gonna want to watch you for this game.
So at the time that BCMG got involved, I was actually diving deep into Warzone. Warzone's my thing. Sniping's my thing. Overall, Warzone was the first BR that I've played. Hadn't had any experience with Fortnite or anything like that. Had no interest at all. Other than that, MOBAs kind of were my thing. Smite is okay. League of Legends I'm a diehard with. And then like my old school medieval cookie clicker, old school RuneScape is near and dear to my heart. So when it comes to Warzone, Call of Duty has been big. Halo's even bigger, but we haven't had any new Halo content. So Warzone is where home is right now. Warzone's where all my sweaty gamer friends end up playing. The competitive edge to it has a different feel, especially when you're competing in tournaments. And just now that the 2v2 wagers being introduced, there's all kinds of outlets with the Call of Duty gaming community. And so yeah, I guess that's the main focus for now, but variety streams in the future for sure.
So if you want to talk about ruining somebody's day, let's look at this clip that you shared with us because it's absolutely perfect. And in this clip, if I'm the other guy, I'm absolutely screaming at the screen. So let's take a look at this clip.
Come on, hit those shots.
I'm not you. I can't hit moving vehicles.
Oh, I cracked him. Fuck.
I was gonna say,
I got him.
Down him.
Oh no.
Where?
nope,
Right here. Oh.
nope, done, done.
Let's go.
Done. I'm done for the entire night.
Absolutely ridiculous. There is no reason that guy should be dead right now. Matter of fact, his team should probably be safe inside the circle. I mean, I don't even attempt those shots. Why would anybody attempt those shots? Like that doesn't make any sense.
Honestly, it was probably me just trying to have a nice, relaxing afternoon away from work, and then I have this guy up in the top corner over here just ruining my day. I mean, that's probably what it was.
Pretty funny.
But was there death comms with that? There had to be death comms.
So you heard him mute his mic.
Yeah, yeah.
And that man was going absolutely ballistic. And I mean, it cracked me up because my friend Jose, who's featured in that clip, is like, "Oh, I'm not you. I can't hit people out of cars." Ha ha ha. And it was too funny. It was a great night. It was a great stream overall.
Shout out to Jimmy Gale for wishing me happy birthday. Appreciate you, man. And yeah, so Jordan, the handful of times we played, I think maybe we played twice. You absolutely carried the team. Like I mean, we're having fun back there, and it feels like we're just looting as you're like downing people. It almost feels like the way Davis kind of carries the team, and like you're just racking up the kills, and we're like, okay, Jordan, pull us along. So how do you get so good at being able to snipe like that? Because like for us, like at least for me, like that's impossible. Like I don't even know how you even hit those. So what's the trick?
So back in Modern Warfare 2 days, I actually had a competitive quickscoping clan, quickscoping sniping in general. It was full-blown clan matches to where headquarters versus search and destroy, anything like that. I was in Fear, as well as I had my own clan, AFG. And there's still some around. My friend AFG Ninja, he's one of my best friends. He's still keeping the name going, but I rebranded and everything like that. But sniping has been natural to me, as natural as it could be in a virtual setting anyway. But overall, it's sniping is my home, and this game just amplified it by tenfold. The between the graphics, the rendering, my monster computer setup it's all crazy.
Well, I'll tell you what, that is some fantastic stuff. And Jordan, we're excited to be featuring you today. Again, a streamer of the week for ITL and for Blue Collar Media as a whole. Talk to the people. I have your Twitch link on here, but what nights do you stream if they wanted to go catch you randomly during the week?
So it's bi-weekly scheduled, Tuesday, Thursday versus Monday, Friday. So whichever the alternating schedules, it'll be listed on my page. It'll also be listed in the BCMG Discord as well as my Discord for anybody that is also affiliated. It's also on my at my Twitch handle at JordanLoldTV. I go post when I'm going live and anything like that. Usually it's retweeted by the lovely Jance over at BCMG as well.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm going to open up to the floor. Job or Luke, do you guys want to ask any questions pending? I know I always open up to streamers. We haven't made him cry yet, so I haven't gotten the heartfelt question to him yet.
Oh, no.
Any questions for him as a streamer?
The only thing I have is, what do you run in? What's your main loadout? That's what I want to know.
Mac 10, Car 98, and I get absolutely roasted by my friends because I use the variable zoom. When I first started playing Call of Duty Warzone, I was using the HDR with the variable zoom, and I'm hitting people at 500, 600 meters away, and it was some crazy shots, and my downs were substantially higher than my kills because there's no way you're finishing them. I down people halfway across the map. But the Car 98, majority of people only run the sniper scope. So I get that extra 50 to 100 meters to where I can kind of predict where they're going to be. So big things with cars, and you don't get aim assist that far away anyway, with my field of view being increased. So I play at PC, but I play on controller, so I get flack for that too. But
whoa. Interesting.
I understood exactly zero of that as a non-gamer, but I'm loving the vivid description here, and I like the little clip. So I'm kind of just chilling in the background,
Hell yeah,
enjoying the show. But definitely, I don't think I follow you, so I will have to fix that.
There you go.
I appreciate
right
that.
now. There you go. Bringing the world together there, Ernest.
That's a win out of everything, is that we connect each other BCMG wise. I do have a question from the audience, and it's from a fellow Gamer Squad member here, and that is from Coach Peanut. Jordan, when will you play a real man's game, Fortnite?
I'll have to have one of my young nieces and nephews to come teach me how to play, I guess, because they'll be definitely better than me. Be in the respawn screen or in the spectator mode real quick as soon as I'm dropping there. Someday, maybe.
TC wanted to add, I use variable for Verdansk and sniper for Rebirth. Rebirth goes so fast. How do you use sniper for Rebirth, TC? That blows my mind there. But Fortnite is
I can't with the building.
I've never played it. Yeah, I don't know. I watch. You know what? Xtina's on here and she's LOLing on here. But Xtina's a fantastic Fortnite player as well. I've seen her kind of grow in it because she was first getting used to it, and then she's plays fantastic. Coach Peanut as well. I just can't do it. The building of something kind of.
I can get to like top 15, top 10, and then after that, I just get fucking just ran over because I can't build worth a shit. They're just building like these mecha towers, and I'm just like, I have a little machine gun. Just like, come down here, just fly here, and then I can kill you. Like, I can't build that thing.
Combat meets Bob the Builder. Yeah,
right.
Now, one of my best friends in the whole wide world, Amanda Claire McGee, I appreciate you and supporting coming out on my birthday podcast. Have my birthday going. Thank you, girl. Appreciate you. And TC wanted to clap in and say, I will show you some clips. So I'm waiting for those now. At this point, I want to see them. Christina says, thanks. I'm so bad. No, you're great. Don't say that. I've seen you win so many. But you know what, Jordan, I don't think we have a heartfelt question. I will say this. If you had to dedicate all your success to what you do streaming wise, who do you dedicate it to?
Has to be my girlfriend. She is fully supportive of everything I do down here. I have some outdoor hobbies. This is one that she's not been around ever. I've been gaming since I was in diapers, so at this point this is near and dear. We hold this close. So she's the number one for this. Without this, none of it's possible. 100%.
Yeah, that's awesome. I heard that that you guys have a Chewini, so I'm very excited.
Oh
You
no!
gotta look around. It's like
Don't say it. It'll show up. It's like Beetlejuice.
You just see other side. You're gonna see her peek out of the closet back there. She's
Yeah.
like, say what? All of
Talk
her is
shit.
ours. Okay, yeah, it's a baseball bat. Just
Yep, it's like that Key and Peele skit where they have to look around when they say the
Yeah.
word bitch. And
Yeah,
it's
yes.
yes, location.
100%.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? Jordan Lowell TV, guys, www.twitch.tv/Jordan Lowell TV, one of the BCMG stream team members, one of the OGs of the stream team. Really happy you're able to join us tonight. Thank you so much. And if you want to stick around, stick around. If not, then hopefully you go on and comment so we can feature your comments on screen, bud.
Yep. So I'll be lurking, but I'll be starting my stream up here soon. So you guys have a wonderful night. Thanks for having me.
Wonderful.
Happy
Have a great
birthday.
night, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So we tuned into some of the things that you guys are here for. If you tuned in late, that is right. We are giving away an NBA jersey and some surprise Amazon gift cards. So if you're on here, all you have to do is donate to the stream, PayPal at E10Silva, or you could put hashtag BCMG and tag somebody to come in and use the same hashtag. You get double the entries. But we are excited to cover the NBA lottery right now. They are featuring a multitude of players who might be lottery picks, probably lottery picks going through. But we have Joe Goddard's going to talk about some of those picks. Just Luke is tuning in and here for the birthday, and I appreciate that. That's love right there.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
That's a lot of love. Tonight wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for Blue Collar Media Group, who is sponsoring the giveaway as well as tonight's stream. Blue Collar MG, I think it's on my left. That's right. It's right here. Blue Collar MG, and of course, Into the Lab podcast is where we're at in the San Antonio home studio. All right, guys. There's no clock tonight, right? So nobody's going to be, picked tonight per se. But we are going to talk about
That's not how it works, Ernest. All right, Cade Cunningham is getting picked tonight.
Cade Cunningham is going to the number one pick no matter what, right? Like, is there any doubt Cade Cunningham is not the number one choice, right?
No, he's the number one pick no matter what, which means he's getting picked tonight for all intents and purposes.
I completely agree. I think Cade goes number one. We are starting off, and we're going to give you live coverage on this. The number 14 pick has been chosen. That is the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors get the 14 pick as scheduled, right? So far we're on par. So tune in for live reacts. Pacers go 13. We are on par still. And if you are a Rockets fan or a Spurs fan, you're excited so far. This is where you don't want it to be San Antonio. And San Antonio's off the board. So San Antonio goes 12. So my San Antonio people, number 12. Again, if you want a jersey of your choice, rep your team like I am. Then you want to go ahead and put hashtag BCMG or donate to the stream on PayPal at E10Silva. We continue forth with NBA draft breakdown. When we get to a commercial break, we'll analyze those positions and who we think they're going to go. Number 11 goes to the Hornets. So the Hornets take number 11, and I'm behind. So number 10 goes to the Pelicans. And so far, we are still on par with what the lottery projections would be. This is good news for Rockets fans. Sacramento takes number 9, which is still on par. So if you're Houston, you are 4 teams away from saying we got a chance at 1. Orlando comes in at 8. Orlando grabbing the 8 spot means that Minnesota has no chance of grabbing into the top 4 for their pick. However, we're going to keep a lookout for Golden State's pick coming up. And at number 7, it looks like it's the Golden State Warriors. So Warriors drop back a spot, who were projected to be the number 6 spot. And so you're 1 pick away, Rockets. You're 1 pick away from, 2 picks away from getting a spot in the top 4. If I'm not mistaken, they have revealed the Raptors are actually in the top 4. Is that right, Joe? Or no?
I believe so. I'm 10 seconds behind you, so you're gonna have to wait this one
And it looks
out.
like the Cavs have jumped into the top 4 as well, and the Thunder have now grabbed the 6th spot, and the Magic grabbed the 5 spot. The Magic have fallen from the top 4 outside that spot, which is huge because the Cavs now jump into the top 4. The Raptors are now in the top 4. Detroit is in the top 4, and Houston's in the top 4. So that's huge. Big night as Houston does not lose its pick. Houston would have lost its pick to the Thunder. So if you are a Rockets fan, You are feeling really good right now. Sorry, Frank. I know this. You're the Spurs faithful there. I apologize for that. And I see Xena's and catching up on the comments here. Cade to Cleveland. That's what they're pushing for. Coach Peanut and Cavs Nation. I appreciate that love, Sam. So here we go. We're in the lottery. Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon representing the Houston Rockets. Job, looking at 5 through 14, any shockers to you at all?
I think the only people who could be upset with this are the New Orleans Pelicans and the Orlando Magic. I think they would have both hoped to have been a little bit higher in that. The Warriors are obviously big winners here with pick 7 and 14. That's a lot of young, very cheap talent coming to this team. We saw, a great tournament. There are some great college basketball guys that are in some of those guys at least will follow the Warriors at 7. But if I'm the Magic right now, I'm ecstatic. I mean, you traded away Gordon and Fournier and really went to go hit reset. And 5 is pretty much where you hoped to draft. You might have been able to, get into the top 4 if you were very, very lucky. But at 5, you're going to get an impact player. It's going to depend kind of which way they want to go with that pick. But some of the guys that have been talked about, Evan Mobley is pretty much going to be the number 2 overall pick. And Cade Cunningham will be 1 overall. But there are some very talented people on the board. You might get Suggs at 5. I doubt it. Out of Gonzaga, he's probably going 3 overall.
Yeah.
If you're the Magic right now, though, you're very happy because this is the best possible solution for you with the way that the season played out. You need an impact player who can be the centerpiece. And as we know, the NBA draft kind of once you get into the 7th pick, 7 through 30 is like kind of a crapshoot, so to speak. But the first 5 picks generally turn out to be very high quality NBA talent. And you get guys that are steals late in the draft always, or late in the first round at least. But yeah, I'd be very happy from the Magic. Who do you think they would take if they were to get, the number 5 overall pick?
If they have the pick at 5, I think you get, and you're the Magic, you're looking for somebody that's either a small forward, center, or point guard. Those are the needs I really identified with the Magic. And considering that their cap situation is so bad in Orlando, there's not a lot of room for them this offseason. So I think they're going to go somewhere like Jonathan Kuminga or Scotty Barnes in that pick. That would be where I would go if I was them, because you want to. That's an immediate starter, in my opinion, for that team.
Sure. Yeah. No, Kuminga. I mean, he's 18. He's 6'8" at forward. He's an absolute impact player. He's going to project to be somewhere in that forward/center range, more than less so than forward guard. He'll be a little bit more of a forward center, which is more of the Nikola Jokic kind of role than the Jason Tatum type of role, who's also listed as a forward, right? So you're looking at a guy who can impact, he can rebound, he can pass the ball with high IQ, which is awesome for them because we've seen the Magic, they just don't take steps forward. That's very frustrating. They take steps lateral. But if they could get the one piece, their next Howard, for example, it might make them a contender in 3 years' time. So
now the team, let's just switch gears a little bit. The team to go back to that original question, the team that I would be upset, Drew likes Kanye, took it out of my mouth right there. It is the Oklahoma City Thunder. You had a chance to jump in the top 4. Instead, you fall from the top 4. And then now you have the 6 overall pick. And so you missed out on those real top 5 stars. And if I'm Davis Cordova, I'm probably a little upset. It's probably why he hasn't chimed in yet. But maybe he's happy. I mean, they do have a slew of number 1 picks across the first round. But if I'm the Thunder,
16 as well, they have a late 20s pick. I would be a little upset as well, Ernest. I think you're right, but I do think there's going to be some big names there still left at 6. I'm thinking Jalen Johnson, forward from Duke. He'll be there, 6'9", 220, scorer. Absolute, you get a bucket. There's some other guys as well.
So I don't want to cut you off, but I know they're going to zoom right back to the top 4 picks, and those are going to go fast. So before that action comes at you, we do have a question from Reg Huggins, who's tuning into the birthday stream. Thank you, everybody, tuning into my 31st birthday stream. Just a short one this week as we cover the NBA Draft Lottery. Appreciate everybody coming out. Question. Even if the Rockets get the first pick in the NBA Draft, do they win more than 30 games next year? That's a great question, Reg. And it all really kind of depends on the offseason Houston has. And that I say that with a bit of a tendency because if you look at Kevin Porter Jr., Cade Cunningham, and Christian Wood as your foundation in Houston, fantastic youth, fantastic talent. And so you have to think what they would do with that. I think a Suggs or Cunningham, definitely the way to go for Houston if you're in the top 2 picks, top 3 picks, maybe if you're lucky. And the NBA draft, the lottery is going now. So I'm going to stop with that question and return. Toronto is going to grab that 4 pick. Toronto grabs a 4 pick. Now down to Houston, Detroit, and Cleveland, which if you're a Houston Rockets fan, you're fine with any of these 3 picks. Cleveland grabs the 2 pick. Rockets will pick in the top 2 of the NBA draft. For my birthday, Mark Tatum, do me right here. Please, the Houston Rockets are going to end up with the 2nd overall pick, and the Detroit Pistons are probably going to grab Cade at 1. Detroit has the number 1 overall pick. Houston gets 2. And so that's how we're going to get it. I'm good with that birthday present. Maybe it wasn't the Ferrari, but I got a car for my 16th birthday. I will take that. Now let's circle back to our original question here with Reg. Reg was stating, you need to take Jalen Suggs with the 2 pick. I actually do lean that way myself. On my big board, I do have Jalen Suggs only because Evan Mobley, we already have a big that's featured in Houston, unless you want to start a Twin Towers conversation with Evan Mobley and Christian Wood. But, Job, you shake your head no, so would you go Mobley at 2?
I would go Mobley at 2. I think he's the best talent on the board. And I think the one thing you can really do in the NBA is find guys who can play 3 and D. So that's to say that there's always guys that you could draft either later in the draft, pick up in free agency, or even undrafted free agents who can play great defense and who can shoot. Now, I don't necessarily think it's a given that Detroit takes Cade Cunningham at 1 overall. If it was Cleveland, I would say yes, they're going to take him. But they might be trying to form, a Twin Towers in their own right with Jeremy Grant and Evan Mobley. So I don't necessarily know that Cade's gone. If Cade is gone, I'm going with Evan Mobley, and Suggs would probably be 3rd overall. I have him at 4 on my big board, in all honesty, but he would probably be 3rd overall off my board. I have Kuminga at 3rd overall.
I would really be surprised if Mobley goes number 1 overall. Like that, I think that would be the biggest miss of the century if Detroit went, and the century meaning since 2000. So let's not get too carried away. But Mobley going over Cunningham, I think, would be a travesty. I think Detroit fans everywhere would be pissed off, honestly.
I think so too, but I don't necessarily think that it's Mobley either. I think Suggs could also leapfrog, and so could Kuminga. I think either of those guys could leapfrog. The thing is, it's tough to tell what Detroit's going to do because they have so many holes. The only hole they don't have is small forward with Jeremy Grant. Everywhere else is a hole to
Very
fill.
true.
So you could pick anybody. And we saw, I don't want to go back to 2017 and rub it in too much for all the Philly fans listening, but, the Celtics traded down from 1 to 3 and still got their guy in Jason Tatum.
Right.
That's not out of the question that they trade down to 2 with the Rockets, give up Cade Cunningham, take, a Kuminga or a Jalen Suggs at 2, be very happy with that selection and reap some draft capital next season, or even take the 2nd round pick this season from the Houston Rockets. I think it's not off the table.
I really think the Thunder kind of crosshairs on Cade. I think they've really put in 1st round picks all together to make a real good package, a really nice package to go after that 1 pick. So we'll have to see if maybe OKC and Detroit start talking picks. But if you're looking at where OKC ended up at 6, I mean, you get down to this, in my opinion, the Keon Johnson, Scotty Barnes, maybe if Kuminga were to fall off, I doubt it, but if he fell off,
there's also Jalen Green, from the G League Ignite.
I just think at this
probably a
point,
top
Green in
7
Cleveland is almost a lock because they have such strong ties.
That's also true. If you're OKC, you're okay with a lot of different options here. Obviously, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the future of your franchise, so you kind of want to build around him with either another passing point, a passing point guard to put him at the 2 and give him some more shooting opportunities, or a big who can create space and turn, what you would hope to do would be to create a situation similar to what Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic have in Denver, where you have a 2-man combo, sign long-term deals, and find that third guy, whether that be a trade for Aaron Gordon or down the line they could package and move sideways. Who knows? If I'm OKC, I'm not upset because I have so much draft capital in this draft that even though I got hurt a little bit by falling at 6, there's so much talent in this draft. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Now I'm gonna put both of y'all on the spot here, right? Just like you've waited patiently as we kind of debate these picks. If you're the Houston Rockets, right, you do not have a point guard, right? You're using Kevin Porter Jr. to bring the ball up, which is okay. He's a fantastic player, but I don't think he's supposed to be the primary ball handler for his position. And you need a center because you're playing Christian Wood as a power forward right now. So you have Evan Mobley there as a choice. You have Jalen Suggs there. Shane Cunningham goes. Being one of our last topics, if you are the Houston Rockets GM, you are Raphael Stone, where are you going, Job? Who are you picking?
I'm going to Philly. I'm calling Philly about Ben Simmons. No, I'm just kidding. Who am I picking? I'm going with Jalen Suggs at 2 overall. I think Suggs is that ball handler. He has great decision making. We saw it with Gonzaga. He led the best offense in the country. He doesn't make mistakes when he has the ball. His off-ball movement could use a little bit of work, but that's something that NBA coaches can develop over time. And having the pick and pop action with Christian Wood would make him a better player, I think. Similar to what, he had that with his center in Gonzaga, whose name is escaping me at the moment. I'm seeing his face, and his name is escaping me. He's Kispert. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Kispert.
So he had that with Kispert, right, where they had that 1-2 punch where he drives and he just tosses it right over his defender's head as soon as they come to meet the drive for an easy 2. I think that is something that you could easily envision in Houston for a long time. Christian Wood and Jalen Suggs with Kevin Porter Jr. playing the 2.
Before I give my take, because everybody knows I know the cap situation in Houston. I'm the Houston guy. I've saved my tongue for this entire episode because I need to know what pick we had. Just Luke, if you're the Houston Rockets, you've got several choices to strengthen that youth core. Do you go with Jalen Suggs, Evan Mobley, or a wild card, the field?
Well, I'm just going to try to relay this to football as much as possible.
All right.
I'm not really much of an NBAer, but whatever. First of all, I know Houston's looking for a face. They don't have a face. Whether that would be Suggs or Mobley, I don't know. But they desperately need somebody to be the new face of H-Town, for sure. It has to be the best player available on the board, whether it be Suggs or whether it be Mobley. It needs to be simply the best player available at the time. It's pretty much plain and simple to me, I think. I watched a lot more Gonzaga. I mean, they were actually more televised. I saw Suggs more, especially in this tournament. So I would go with Suggs if I was, Houston. I think he gives you the option. I mean, he's cheap. You get him cheap. So, I mean, that's always a bonus, especially with these new draft picks and the draft capital. You might as well try to get a guy on the cheap for, I don't know how long rookie contracts are in basketball, but I assume 5 years, right? So you get him on the cheap for maybe 3-4 years before you have to sign him. I mean, that's a lot to do for a team that's, I don't know, teetering, I guess, on being either good, not mediocre, but not great, somewhere right, probably in the middle. They're kind of teetering, I would assume. I'm not saying this draft can make or break Houston, but, a step closer to being what you used to be is better than 2 steps back at this point.
So Ernest, just based on that, and to answer the question we got earlier that we did not finish on whether they win 30 games, I don't think so. No matter who they take at 2 overall, I think it'll be closer to 26 games. And they'll be picking near the top of the draft again next year. So this is not to say, they can push it down the line, but they don't necessarily have to, like Luke said, fill a position of need. They take the best guy available, and they can look ahead to next year's class and take another guard next year if they want to take, Evan Mobley at 2 here. I don't think it's out of the question.
So here is my take on all this. Okay.
Yeah, you're there.
I'm gonna tell you right now. John Wall and Eric Gordon are still on roster, right? So you have to look at the Houston Rockets and say, does a starting lineup of Wall, Gordon, Porter Jr., Wood, Mobley move the needle for you? And
I think it depends on if John Wall's healthy, no?
Right. So if it doesn't, does Wall and picks going somewhere? Is there a shooting guard available out there that can move the needle for you if you're Houston and you take Mobley? If both of those questions are no and you're Raphael Stone, you go Jalen Suggs the entire way. That is your pick, right? If you cannot land a CJ McCollum, if Portland blows the head coach situation, you cannot land Bradley Beal. If you cannot land a shooting guard that is needle moving, you do not take Evan Mobley. You take Jalen Suggs all the way. Matter of fact, I was like Kevin Costner. I was like Kevin Costner with my Post-it note, and I said Suggs the entire way. And that was going to be the right fit guy for this draft if the Rockets got a lottery pick, no matter what number except for 1. I was going Cunningham. Because you don't get 1, you're not getting Cunningham, in my opinion. Now, if Detroit blows it and picks Mobley, number 1.
Which is possible.
Rockets go Cade the entire way. Like, there is no debate here. Cade Cunningham is the best player on the board for me, for my board.
For everyone.
It should be for everyone, except for maybe Detroit, hopefully. But if that's not it, then right, it is Cade Cunningham. And then in my opinion, it's Jalen Suggs on my big board. Then Evan Mobley. That was my board. So the ITL board, instead of saying my board, the ITL board, we basically did a 6 meta-analytic review of all the top recruiters, all the top draft prospect boards, and we even did a 2K simulation of our own and created the ranking system. Suggs came out 2 by a very slim margin. I think matter of fact, Suggs came ahead of Mobley by 0.05. That's how close it was. So very, very, very small comparison when it came to potential and actual output. So, and Reg agrees. You should take Suggs regardless. I'm with you, Reg. We are nearing the 2-minute warning for our show to end. But I do want to say this. When it comes to the Houston Rockets, I'm thankful for a birthday gift from them, right? The number 2 pick. You might be onto something, Job. Maybe the Rockets do have another low-level year, right? I think the goal for Houston this offseason is 1, offload John Wall, if you can. I
don't think you can. I mean, that's the issue. I just think his health is in a similar spot to where Kemba Walker's was last offseason. Not this offseason, last offseason, where there's just so much uncertainty. You just don't know. And not that there's that many red flags. Just you haven't seen him perform to a level that would make him a tradable asset with that contract. I don't think that it's too much to say they might move back in this draft. I think, they could look at OKC and say, hey, you want 2 overall? We'll take 6, 16, and next year's first. Or next year's second, rather, and do that deal as well. Something similar to that, where you get a first and 2 seconds for moving up 4 or 5 spots. I don't think that's out of the question. I think OKC has stockpiled so many picks. They have 7 picks the next 3 drafts, and 5 of those are first-round picks. I just think moving back is an option here for Houston. I know Houston fans don't want to hear it. Listeners are probably very upset, but they might move back and pick somebody up at 6 or 8.
I'm going to comment on this because I actually love Kai Jones. Matter of fact, Houston has the 23 and 24 pick in this draft. They could package that and move up and grab another top 10 pick and grab Kai Jones at the back half of 10. I'd love it. I think Kai Jones is a fantastic fit. I think he's an NBA caliber center. I would not trade down from the lottery pick. I think I'd go Suggs. I'm going to go Suggs here in my personal mind. If for some reason K dropped, that's my pick. But if OKC is offering 6 and 16, and you can offload maybe an Eric Gordon, and
then you go get James Bouknight at 6, and at 16, you probably take 16 and you're picking the 20s and move back into say 8 or 10,
right?
And you take, a Franz Wagner, who's the forward from Michigan, or a Zaire Williams, small forward from Stanford. There's a lot of options.
Because if you're down at 23-24, you're looking at, the Trey Mans of the world, the Jared Butlers. They get lost. They get
exactly.
They're the DJ Augustines, right? They get kind of lost, even though DJ Augustine is on the Rockets. They get kind of lost in the NBA. So, just Luke.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're still here with us, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes. Just Luke, I want to say thank you for joining me on my birthday stream. It means a lot, buddy. Much love. Of course, Just Luke from the Puckleheads podcast, as well as our NFL Pick'em, where he was just leading the charge against the spread. Just Luke, tell the people where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Hearts on Hockey. I'm on like every other Sunday, usually with the Sundays with the General Steve Reisner, usually on there bullshitting about movies and stuff like that. But we're moving towards closer and closer to the NFL. So we'll be transitioning back to the NFL break room on Sundays, giving you picks and all kinds of injury updates and fantasy football updates. Also, we are also two months away from the official BCMG Expo out in Texas. Can't wait to meet everybody, get to relax a little bit, bullshit with sports in real life at Taquito Express. Can't wait to stuff my face. Can't wait to meet everybody. Ernest, happy birthday, buddy. Thanks for having me on. Really appreciate it.
Hey, absolutely, man. And stick around for a second, though, because we still have to do the NBA jersey drawing.
Ooh, yeah.
We'll do that in a second. If you are watching, it's only going to be somebody who is live and watching right now. We got 17 people watching. If you're lurking, this is a great time to come in. Comment hashtag BCMG. That way you get a chance to get on the picker wheel. We're going to pick for that NBA jersey right now. So please go on there and type in hashtag BCMG or tag somebody to come in and type hashtag BCMG. Both get double the picks. Job Goddard, you come back, rising from the dead here. Where can people find you?
People can find me at Source Podcast 11 on Twitter or at sourcepodcast.com. It's been a minute, Ernest. I had to jump on for your birthday episode. I haven't been on in it feels like forever. The last time I was on was the week that you were moving into the home studio, and you didn't have all that fancy graphics behind you. None of that blue-collar media group into the lab graphics. I love it.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
I got to get myself some of those for my studio, which I'm obviously not in at the moment. But it's been fun. Thank you for having me. And I will be on more frequently in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you so much for joining us. Again, Job Goddard from the Source Podcast, really the man who comes with the model. We base all of our spread picks and how we do our picks based off of Job. So appreciate you greatly. We got some more hashtag BCMGs getting into that chat. Again, hashtag BCMG gets you into this picker wheel. We don't have a ton of entries, so the odds are very good right now. Type in those hashtags. We'll get you in there right away. Punish Pool. So he's going to be right back. Now, when it comes to tonight's episode, wouldn't be possible without Blue Collar Media Group, who is doing the giveaway for the NBA jersey. We greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much for being our main sponsor. And again, we are 1 minute away from this picker wheel, and I'm getting all the entries from before. We have a very slim grouping there. But I have everybody so far. Checking to see if I missed anybody. It looks like I've gotten everybody. So, again, hashtag BCMG into the comments area. We have 30 seconds left. Hashtag BCMG gets you a chance onto the wheel, and then we will begin right away. Joe, Just Luke, any last minute thoughts?
I don't know. So I've never seen these like if, ands, or buts about this whole draft lottery. I want somebody to explain this to me maybe after the pod, because there's like, if Houston's first round pick is in the top 4 spots. Oklahoma City has
That's
a
all
right.
trades now, Luke. So that's trades, and when you trade, you can put protections around the pick.
Okay.
So they say, okay, if the pick is 1 to 4, after they make the trade, the pick is 1 to 4, then we keep it. But if it's 5 through 10, we have to trade it away. So that's all
Okay.
the if and or buts.
That's what I'm reading all
Yeah.
these things. I'm like, what the fuck is all this? I don't know what this is.
All right, I'm going to call it the end there. It looks like I got the last entries at the very end. Let's go ahead and spin this wheel. Like I said earlier, the main event is an NBA jersey of your choice. And Dan and Durant, you guys are both on the wheel. I got you guys on there. Let's go ahead and spin this wheel. The first winner will be a $25 Amazon gift card. That is right, a $25 Amazon gift card. The second winner is the NBA jersey of your choice. Let's get to the picker wheel. We don't have a ton of entries, and it looks like Sam Fashion gets in on the board right at the buzzer. I'm going to count that one, Sam. Sam is in. And I think we had another one. Not yet, Sam. Not yet. Let's get in on there. Let me share my screen real quick, and let's get the first entry. The first entry, as we said, is a $25 Amazon gift card. Second entry is going to be that NBA jersey of your choice. We have a good amount of people on here. Let's get the spin going. If you're tuning in, let's check it out. Here we go for the $25 Amazon gift card. The winner is TC, the new addition to the BCMG family, wins a $25 Amazon gift card. Congratulations, TC. You do not remove your name. We are going to keep your name on there for the jersey. That is a selection. Congratulations, TC. You can reach out. I'm just kidding. I'll just reach out to you and get your information and where I can send it. Let's go with our second drawing here. This is the main event. That is right, the NBA jersey of your choice. Let's do it. Hey, it's Callie. Callie won it. I'm going to do it for my own purposes because that's like I'm winning it. I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel one more time. So you get another chance. I'm not going to pick my own wife. So let's do another chance on this board and see who gets the NBA jersey. You got a second chance at this. Here we go. Chance number 2. Hey, Alec wins it. One of our listeners. Congratulations, Alec, Mr. Blue 22. You might have seen him run with me on Call of Duty, which we will be streaming tonight, right after tonight's episode. Congratulations to Alec. I'll reach out to you for your NBA jersey. Thank you, everybody, for your support. We appreciate you greatly. Thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday. It's been a great week so far. My daughter has said "Dada" for the first time. A fantastic gift. So, best gift of all. And so thank you guys so much. Yeah, hopefully my wife didn't see me give away her jersey, so we'll get away from this.
She did.
Thank you guys. Catch us next week. Full episode next week. Although this was 45 minutes long, anyways. Full episode next week. We're gonna talk some NFL rumors. We're gonna talk some fantasy football. Finally getting back on the grind, and then talk NBA draft. Who's picking who and what latest trades. Thank you to everybody. Have a great night, and again, appreciate you tuning in to